Okay, so we'll read the question here. The trial balance of Ransara's business as at 31st December 2022 is as follows. So they have given the trial balance and they are asking to prepare a profit or loss statement for the year ended 31st December 2022 and statement of financial position as at 31st December 2022. So shall we do this? The name of the business, Ransara's business. Just write it down. Profit and loss statement for the year ended 31st December 2022. And then same way, we'll do parallelly. Statement of asset. Remember, it is statement of financial position asset, the profit or loss statement for the year ended. So just leave some space and 3 column for profit or loss and 3 column for statement of financial position. Once you're done, we can start the remaining part. So remember, you start with the adjustments first because these are the areas where you can move marks. So make sure you do in a more appropriate manner where you need to focus more on the areas where you easily get marks. So shall we write it down? The SOFP, non-current assets, cost, accumulated depreciation, carrying amount. And then write it down. Current assets, total assets, then equity, so you have capital and leave some space for profit, and then non-current liabilities, and then current liabilities. Just underline them. Shall we start, everyone?
Okay, sir.
All right, okay, good. So first one is stocks. So it's a closing stocks 5,000. So leave some space, so write it down. Closing inventory. So write it down. Closing inventory. Go to the second column and put minus 5,000. And then go to current assets, inventory. Second column, 5,000. Clear? So always you will get a question pertaining to inventory. So what you do is, you need to calculate the cost of sales. You leave some space here, closing inventory minus 5,000, and then write it here, inventory under current assets, 5,000. And we'll move to the next one. The building to be depreciated should be depreciated 10% per annum. So go to non-current assets, building at cost 200,000. Leave second line, building 200,000. And then 10% of 200,000, 20,000. So write it down, administration expenses, leave some space. Building depreciation. First column, 20,000. Administration expenses. First column, building depreciation, 20,000. And cost building, 200,000. Now go to the trial balance. Building depreciation, 20,000. Cost of building, 200,000. Now go to the trial balance and see whether what is your accumulated depreciation. So accumulated depreciation of the building is 20,000. So 20 plus 20, 40. So write it here, 40,000. So carrying amount is the cost minus accumulated depreciation, 200 minus 40, 160. So give more priority for the adjustments. Because in case if you don't have time, you will get more marks if you have done or complete your adjustments. So that is a starting point for any question, any profit or loss statement of financial position question. Next one. 2,000 should be written off as bad debts. So that means from your debtors, 2,000 need to be write off. So that is a loss for the business, will come under distribution expenses. Put it down, distribution expenses. Bad debts. Check whether do you have any balance, the trial balance of bad debts. You have 1,500 in the trial balance. That 1,500 plus 2,000. 1,500 plus 2,000, 3,500. And go to current assets, write it down debtors. You put minus 2,000. You put minus 2,000. So go to the trial balance, search the debtors, 10,000. So 10,000 minus 2,000, answer is 8,000. So debtors in the trial balance is 10,000. 10,000 minus 2,000, because bad debts, you are not able to collect that money. So that will become under net debtors, that is the statement of financial position. Bad debts in the trial balance, you had 1,500 plus new bad debts written off 2,000. So altogether bad debts for the income statement or profit or loss statement expense, 3,500. Next one. Accrued salaries and wages as at the closing date, 6,900. So go to current liabilities, leave first line blank, then write it down. Accrued expenses, accrued salaries. Second column, 6,900. 6,900. Then go to salaries in the administration expenses, plus 6,900. Accrued you need to add, remember. Accrued you need to add. Go to the trial balance, salaries. 5,000 plus 6,900. 11,900. Is that part clear? So for the open, so the closing stocks, what we did, we deduct from the profit or loss statement, that basically the trading account. So you minus closing stocks and you record in statement of financial position under current assets. Next one, depreciation. It goes to an expense of the administration, and it added to the opening balance of accumulated depreciation, and cost minus accumulated depreciation, you put the carrying value closing. Third one, bad debts. You record bad debts in the profit or loss statement under distribution expenses. So trial balance value plus the new bad debts amount altogether. And then in the SOFP, debtors minus bad debts, you will put it in the net debtors in the statement of financial position. Last one, accrued expenses, that goes to the current liabilities, and you add that amount to the amount recorded in the trial balance. So now we come to the trial balance, sales 400,000. So shall we write it down? First line, sales. Third column, 400,000. Sales. Next, purchases, so leave space, so write it down, less cost of sales. Leave first line blank, purchases. Second column, 230. Purchases, second column, 210. 30,000. Opening inventory or stocks as at 1st Jan 2022. So write it down, opening inventory. Opening inventory or stocks, both are same. 15,000. Land, 50,000. Cost, 50,000. Land is not depreciating, so carrying value equal to the cost. Building we did, salaries we did, discount received 14,000. That's another income. $5,000. Discount received, commission received, all will come under interest income received, interest income on fixed deposit, all will come under other income. Discount allowed is an expense, it's a distribution expense. First column, 1,000. Discount allowed is a distribution expense, so just be recorded in the first column. Next one, 8% bank loan, 20,000. Go to the non-current liabilities, 8% bank loan, 20,000. Third column, 20,000. Now calculate 8% of 20,000. 1,600. So go to the finance expense. Write it down. Interest on bank loan. 1,600. Interest on bank loan, 1,600. Now have a look at the trial balance. Do you have any interest expenses you paid? Your total interest is 1,600, out of which you paid 1,000. Out of which you paid 1,000. Is it clear? So what you're supposed to do here? Your total expense is 1,500 and you pay 1,000. So balance 500 will come under accrued expenses or accrued bank loan interest. So write it down. Accrued bank loan interest or accrued interest. That's enough. 600. Is it clear? So this adjustment is implied adjustment. It's not given in the section as additional information. So they just say 8% bank loan, 20,000, and it's 8% into 20,000, it is 1,600. And in the trial balance is the amount you paid is given. The balance 600 need to be paid. So that will come under accrued expenses under current liability. Is that part clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right, good. And then we move on to the trial balance. So next item is debtors. We already taken the debtors, 8,000. Next one is creditors, 13,500. So here creditors, 13,500. Creditors, 13,500, second column. And the next item, bank loan interest paid, we have taken that. Insurance 500, that is admin expense. Insurance. Next, accumulated depreciation of buildings that we already taken. That is the opening accumulated depreciation. So opening 20 plus current year 20, the total is 40,000 as at the end. Cash 3,000, current assets. So go to current assets, down cash 3,000. Cash is in current asset. Next, carriage inwards 1,000, cost of sales. So purchases, carriage inwards, loading expenses, all are part and parcel of cost of sales figure. 1,000. Capital 50,500. So here, go to second column, 50,500. Capital 50,500. So if the time is not enough, you stop and move to the next question. Okay. So the maximum time limit for this one is 50 minutes. I would say it's not 50 minutes. I would say this to be done within 40 or I would say 30 to 40 minutes. So if the time goes, so please stop and move to the next question. Okay, right. Don't ever take 40 more than 40 minutes for this question. But make sure you allocate time wisely to cover all these adjustment part. That is very, very important. All the adjustments, you will get more marks. So make sure you do all the adjustments. That is the most important thing. Okay. Okay. Shall we go to the trading section? So this answer the total of opening inventory, purchases, carriage inwards, and loading expenses we call cost of goods to be sold. Write it down. Cost of goods to be sold. Cost of goods to be sold or available for sale. So take the total. And then you minus closing stocks. You can write less closing inventory. To 41. So the difference between cost of sales and the sales value we call gross profit. And you add the other income and you take the total of each individual component expenses. And take total of all the expenses. And can you calculate the profit? Net profit we call. $125,500 is your net profit. And can you take that one to equity section? Write it down, add net profits. Now we'll take the total of non-current assets section. In exam, no, you don't need to do this. You just calculate this one. 210,000. If you want, you can do that as well, but it's not that important. Can you take the total current assets and the total assets? So just underline that. Equity, capital plus net profit. Capital plus net profit. And remember, if you have a drawings in the trial balance, you need to deduct that. So if you have a drawings in the trial balance, you need to deduct that from this value. Okay. So we'll take the total of non-current assets, non-current liabilities in here. It's there. And the current liabilities, you need to take the totals. Shall we take the total here? So write it down, equity and liabilities. I think we missed. Hold on, the difference is 9,000. Hold on, discount residue is 14,000. Made a mistake here. Yeah. It should be 14,000. Yeah. I apparently took the wrong one. Yeah. Discount residue is 14,000. So in case if you come across any difference, you just see the balance and based on that you can quickly adjust. Is it clear? If you have any doubts, you can ask.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Right. In the paper, you have question number 7. State two differences between receipt and payment account and income and expenditure account. So you use the table for this. So write it down, basis of preparation. Cash basis. Accrual basis. Result, closing cash balance, surplus or deficit. Surplus or deficit. Items recorded, all cash inflows and outflows. Income and expenses. 2 is enough. Just write this down. So basis of preparation, receipt and payment account is almost, or you can say equivalent to cash book, profit and loss. Okay. Right. Next question. The following is the list of receipt and payment prepared by Superhero Sports Club for the year 2022. So they have given receipt and payment account and asking you to prepare income statement. Sorry, B, my mistake. B, name the main source of income of not-profit organization. So if you don't know anything, So please go through the piece below one and figure out what is the main source of income. Members subscription. This is A. Right. Next one. So write it down. Income statement of Superhero Club for the year ended 31st December 2022. Superhero Club. Income expenses. The first one is members subscription. So write it down. Members subscription. Members subscription. So you received 40,000 and they further mentioned additional information. There are 50 members. Annual fees is 1,000. So 50 into 1,000 is 50,000. 50,000. So you have received 40,000. So 10,000 to be received. So that will come under current asset. Okay. So income receivable, it's not required, but just to get an idea. So your total income is 50,000 and you have received only 40,000. The balance 10,000 is accrued income or income receivable that need to be recorded in the current asset if you are preparing statement of financial position, but it is not the case. Next one, donation 10,000. Donation 10,000. Donation 10,000. And here you have a bank loan and 20,000, 6%. So you need to account for interest on bank loan. It's an expense. It's 20,000, 6%. 1,200. Interest on bank loan, 1,200. And they further mention 10% of equipment depreciation. 40,000 into 10%, take the last zero out, 4,000. So write it down, depreciation on sports equipment. Depreciation of sports equipment, 40,000 into 10%. Watcher's salary, 10,000. Watcher's salary, 10,000. Telephone bill, 5,000. Telephone bill, 5,000. So take the total here. Total income and the surplus. $39,800. $39,800. Correct. So we have finished question number 7. Now we'll move on to question number 5. List 2 example of accounting software packages using in Sri Lanka. So you can write it down. MyYob, Sage, QuickBooks, Webpack. So any of 2 is okay with it. That can be tested most probably. State the similarity of assets and a liability arose as a result of past transaction. Next, the following are double entries of 2 transactions of a business. Creditor's account, debit, bank account, credit, discount received, credit. So you need to mention what is the type of transaction that occurred. So it is not mentioned here. So you need to write the transaction, the most possible transaction that have been occurred. So you can write it down. Received one, so paid amount, paid to creditors whose outstanding amount. rupees 12,000 subject to discount of 10%. 10% or you can say 1,200. Pay to creditors whose outstanding amount rupees 12,000 subject to a discount of 10%. Second one, debtors debit, bank credit. Debtors debit, bank credit. Any guess? Check received from debtors and deposited. Check received from debtors got dishonored. Got dishonored. 10,000. Right. Following are some transaction in business of Namal for the month of March 2022. So can you just copy the template they have given? Cash, stocks, debtors, equity, creditors. So here, cash, stocks, debtors, equity. So you need to write it from transaction 2 onwards. So first one has already been done. 2, 3, 4, 5. Second one. Okay, I'll ask one by one. Minusha, what is the answer for the second transaction?
Sir, could you show the transaction again?
Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah.
Cash minus 10,000 rupees.
Okay.
Stocks plus 60,000 rupees. And creditors plus 50,000 rupees.
Yeah. So cash minus 10 and creditors plus 50, stocks plus 60. 60,000, cash minus 10,000, creditors 50,000. Okay, Shanuka, can you tell me the answer for the second one? Sorry, the third transaction?
Stocks minus 30,000. Debtors plus 50,000. Equity plus 20,000.
20,000, correct. So stocks minus 30, debtors plus 50. So profit element 20, equity will increase by that amount. equity 20,000. Okay, Sandhuni, the next one.
Cash minus 4,000, equity minus 4,000.
Because it's an expense, equity minus, and you are paying cash minus 4,000. So minus 4,000 and minus 4,000. Minusha, last one.
Creditor minus 10,000 rupees, equity plus 10,000 rupees.
Yes, owner settled. So creditor minus 10, equity plus 10. Creditor minus 10, equity plus 10. So that can be tested. If owner settles, equity plus. And since the creditor is settling, equity minus. Right, next one. Following are some information related to the credit purchase of Sandamali trading business for the month of March. Prepare purchase journal and post it to the ledger account. So shall we prepare purchase journal? So the date, supplier, invoice number, value, and please draw 3 accounts. Can you just do the template first? I'll give time for this. So first one, just copy the date, 3rd March 2022. Normal. Invoice number 457. The value, it's 500 cans of salmon at 300. So 500 into 300. So 10% discount that multiplied by 90%. 4.9. 135,000. So 150,000 minus 15,000. 135,000. Next, 15th March. Vimal 518. 300 bottles, 80. 24,000, 5% discount. 24,000, 1,200. 22,800 maybe, we'll see. 300 into 80.95. Now take the totals. So write it down. 31st March. Credited to, debited to purchaser. Debited to purchaser. So now open a 3 account, Normal, Vimal, and purchase account.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, are you sharing another screen?
Yes. Sorry,
So
my
we
mistake,
can-
my mistake. Sorry. So write it down here. Date, 3rd March. Namal, invoice number 13,500. 15 March, Vimal, invoice number 518. So this amount is 300 into 80,000, that is 24,000 multiplied by 5%. So 10% of 24,000 is 2,400. Half of this is 1,200. So 24,000 minus 1,200, 20,800. Add together the total purchase value. You write it down. Debited to purchase account 157,800. I write it down. 31st March. Okay, write it down. Individual one. 3rd March. You write down purchases. Sorry, other side. My mistake. $135,000. March. The amount is 22,800. And here the purchase account. March 31st. Creditors. The total amount 157,800. $157,800. Right. Shall we move to the next question? Question number 5. State the 5 steps in accounting process. Question number 6. Sorry. So you can write it down. Record the transactions in source document. Record transactions in prime entry books. Post transaction from prime entry books to ledger accounts. record the accounting adjustments. So source document, prime entry books, ledger, and close down the ledger accounts and bring them into the trial balance. Right, number 2. Classify, define the petty cash impressed and write the double entry for reimbursement of 1,500 petty cash expenses for the main cash. Amount allocated to petty cash expenses. Double entry, debit, petty cash book, credit. $1,500. Classify following expenses under distribution, administration, and other and financial expenses. So just provide the alphabet letter distribution. A, building depreciation admin. B, motor vehicle depreciation distribution. C, carriage outwards distribution. Sorry, my mistake. A, B, C, sales staff salary. Yeah, that's correct. D, stock donation, other. E, bank charges, finance. F, rent, admin. G, carriage outwards distribution. H, bad debts. I, stock loss, other. Insurance, J, admin. Discount allowed distribution. Okay. Last one, rates, L, administration.